Today is November 23rd, 2020. I'm not in my backyard. I've actually come to the State House. I've come here mostly to observe, to watch as a citizen. At this point, the recording of this video, I am not an elected official. I am not a representative of the people. It came to my attention that there was an opportunity that the House of Representatives could convene themselves today, 90 days after the first stated declaration of emergency by the governor of the state of Idaho. I came mostly to observe and to learn, to watch how my constitutional republic, a representative republic, orders herself and directs herself in these days. And I'm pleased to report to you, we do it with honor, we do it with respect, and we do it civilly. And so that's what I'm doing today, is basically just to come to you and share with you my disappointment and my excitement. The disappointment first. I came here hoping to see a full House floor of representatives. They will not have to all agree with me. I'm not even looking for all of them to. I think we're better when we have people who disagree and argue against points. We get to a finer spot. We get to a sharper edge when we do that. Well, I came here today and found 15 or so representatives across the state of Idaho. The greater concern for me here was that none of my representation in District 24 were here. They weren't here to learn. They were not here to express agreement. They were not here to voice disapproval. They just simply were not here. Now I understand we're dealing with the opinion of how a law is interpreted. But at the same time, I wonder, what harm would have happened had representatives from across the state convened themselves into session, called themselves into such an order, and then took back the liberty that has been given away. And now all the people do is walk by and observe how beautiful it once was. On November 3rd, 2020, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to do something that many people would just rather sit idly by and not get that engaged, that involved in. But can I tell you, as a father, as a grandfather, by the grace of God, perhaps someday a great-grandfather. But listen, there will be no greater joy in my life than to know that someday my grandchildren will be able to sit down with their great-grandchildren, should God allow time to move on as it is, and they'll be able to talk to their grandchildren. My grandchildren will be able to speak to their grandchildren about how there was a day in the state of Idaho when the government made up of the people, by the people, came to the State House and made a difference. That's what I'm asking you to do on November the 3rd. I'm asking you to do the unexpected. I'm asking you to do what no one else has been able to do and break the barrier in District 24 and vote for Paul Thompson on that day. Now, you well know by this point, hopefully, that I'm running as a Constitution Party of Idaho candidate. You can go to my website, votepaulthompson.com, and there you'll find all of the information that describes where I stand on these matters. And you'll find that I'm a defender of the Constitution. And I believe that as a constitutional republic, that it is the duty of my generation to take what was given to me by the previous generations so that I might pass it on to another generation. So consider this with me. Consider the reality that an opportunity is sitting in our lap today to do more than to just walk by a constitutional republic form of government and look how beautiful it once was. I'm asking you today, if there really is a silent majority, a majority of people who hold to and defend and adhere to the Constitution, if there really is such a day, if there really is such a generation of that today, I'm asking you to rise up and stop being silent. I need you to come to the voting booth with me on November the 3rd, and let's make a difference. Will you rise up and join with me at the voting booth, November 3rd, 2020? Let's go. Let's go to the State House together. Let's make a difference. November 3rd, 2020, vote Paul Thompson. Go to my website, votepaulthompson.com, Hey, listen, when you're there, you can send me a question if you have questions or concerns about things that you may not know. You may not know about me. You may not know about the Constitution Party. You may not know about the Constitution itself. Hey, let's go and learn about it together, and then let's stand together, arm in arm, and let's defend the Constitution. Let's adhere to the Constitution. For the benefit of all the citizens, this is what liberty looks like. This is what liberty sounds like. This is what liberty smells like. This is what liberty feels like. Will you come? Let's not sit down on this day. We can't walk by this beautiful constitutional republic and just simply gaze and gawk at her yesteryear glorious day. It's our time to put our work gloves on. It's time to go to work. Hey, join me November 3rd, 2020. Vote Paul Thompson. Hey, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless your household. May the Lord bless the state of Idaho, and may the Lord bless the United States of America with no longer a silent majority, but with God-fearing, God-loving, humble, walking, justice-loving, mercy-giving people. Come on. Come with me to the State House. Let's make a difference.